right, folks, it's the time. Padawannabe challenge. Yes, the Padawannabe challenge. For those of you that don't know, I several times I've given away some vintage wax pack gums. Trading cards have trading card gum. It used to be a thing. It was in these little wax packs. So I've given some out. Padawannabe asked if he could come on a show, open the pack with us. It was cool. It's Star Wars. We're like, oh yeah, of course you can. And next thing you know, he took that gum, threw it in his mouth, and chewed that gum. And we were just like flabbergasted, like, holy cow, I can't believe he did this, right? Padawannabe challenge is born. Ironcaster was sort of like peer pressured into doing it because he had one too. And then it's become a thing where 2 or 3 people have done it now. And sure enough, this lady, she also got gifted one of the oldest. It's a black hole pack. So yeah, she got a pop sticker. It's one of my members. Anytime I send you something, if you're a member, I try to make sure you at least get a pop sticker. I have a few of those left.
So here's my pop sticker.
She's got his pop sticker, and she's got her pack of black hole gum. Oh boy, black. So go ahead and enjoy that. I'm going to make this big so we can enjoy the cards and the gum and get the full experience with Netter.
Well, let's see. Opening this up, I have, get the cards out. Oh, my gum's cracked in half. I got some nice ones. Army of Evil. This one is Crew of Humanoids, if it goes this way. I have the Warriors of Space. I have Heroes at Bay.
That's cool.
Destruction of Palomino.
Well, put that one closer. That's kind of cool. You can see the actors in that one. Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Very cool.
This one, I don't see a title on it, but
be a sticker.
Yeah,
it's probably a sticker. Is that Anthony Perkins? You got an Anthony Perkins one, I think? Maybe.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, he's in the movie. I just didn't know if that was him or not.
Let's see. Powerful Laser Blast. Dangerous Trek. Kay, McCrae, and Vincent.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Burial in Space. And the last one is His World Torn Asunder.
And they had like nice use of color and stuff on that set. I like that set of cards.
So now I've got actually 2 pieces because it cracked in half.
Oh boy, here we go. From 1979, I believe. Oh boy.
Very crunchy. You gotta eat this Heckamtice too. Very crunchy. You can hear it.
Oh, we can hear it. Wow. That chewing gum's been around a minute, so I guess gotta.
Yeah, it's
Been from the Carter administration.
Wow.
Which is kind of weird. People don't want to hear things like that. Like, yeah, it's from 1979.
It almost tastes dusty, if that makes sense. Okay. Probably because of the powder.
Okay.
It still has also a little bit of flavor to it, like I remember. But
it's kind of chalky, though, right?
Yeah, very chalky. And does not make bubble gum at all. Just is falling apart now that I've chewed up.
It just disintegrates. Yeah, just kind of like Huh.
But yeah, it has this kind of
Look at how she's not even phased.
Flavor.
Like she's not even phased by this. Like she's just like, okay, next. So what else do you want me to do? Like she's just like, man, she's just shown all of us up like nobody's business.
Yep.
She didn't even race for a drink or anything like that. Nothing. Just there we go.
So there you go. So it's very, very crunchy. Once you get it broken down, it has kind of like a dusty flavor to it. And there's a lot of like a powdery flavor to it. So it's kind of like a dusty powder that you end up with.
Yeah, mine was almost like you kind of knew it might have been bubblegum flavor at one point, but now it's more Tums than bubblegum. Like it's more like a chalky Tums kind of feeling than it was. It wasn't bad. There just wasn't much to it. It was more like the texture was the issue. Like it's just this grainy.
Very grainy.
How's that residue feeling? It's like, yeah.
There's still some stuck.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
So it's
it's not right. He said like pop rocks with no pop, and that made me laugh to this day. I'm like, oh, okay, I got you. So she at least knows what pop rocks is. Some of you at home are like, I don't even know what that is, Pops. Yeah,
I think the weirdest part is how crunchy it is because you're not expecting that from gum, and so it's just crunch, 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 and then like powder. But yeah, that was interesting.
It never, and mine never got chewy at all to be like,
Oh,
it never kept any texture to become like
no.
a chewable piece of gum. It just becomes something you break and then it's just dissolving. You're just breaking it into smaller and smaller. All you're doing is speeding up how fast it takes to dissolve into whatever Tums like. Dusty is a good word for it too. It's like, that's, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
There you
it
go.
has a really interesting aftertaste too, but but yeah, so
Well,
there you go.
that's off your bucket list now that you've had a 30-something-year-old gum, and you can say that you've done that before Troy did, as far as I know. So there you go.
Yeah.
Listen, folks, Padawannabe challenge. If you do it and I miss it, just feel free to send me a video. We'll add it to the playlist because it's just, I don't understand why this is a thing, but we're having fun doing weird things like this. I'm sure something else will happen nuts. I'm worried that my kids will catch on and they'll start like, getting me to do things for their entertainment, because we would go shopping in these places and they would have these weird. So my wife would look for like coffee and syrups and stuff. She's kind of a snob that way. And she'd find these places that would have, that kind of stuff. But in those same aisles, there a lot of times there'd be like weird mustards or fig this or something. It's just like stuff that I'd be like, what am I looking at? And they were always like, oh, Dad, you should get that. And then film yourself eating that. I'm like, no, I don't think so. So I fear that that's going to be the direction where some of the stuff's going to go. So we'll see. My son will see this and he'll just start mailing me stuff. That's what I fear the most.
A lot of people do the ghost pepper challenges, and they're trying to see how hot they can eat a pepper. So something to do with Scovilles.
There's a whole show of that, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a show that I saw on that where they were I've seen two different ones. One where they had a line of people at a table and they would start off with a mild pepper. And they're like, yeah, no big deal. And going up and up and up until I think they started with like 15 people, ended up with 3. One of them got up and passed out because the heat was too much for them. Then you got this one person just chomping away and pounding on the table because it's so hot, but then chugging down their milk, trying to keep some of the heat away.
Neutralize the pain. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, do what you need to do to get through it. But then I've seen another one where they were challenging like celebrities, saying, okay, this is such and such pepper and it's this many Scovilles, and would you be willing to eat this? And they're like, yeah, sure, I could do this. And then it's kind of like you see their face turn red, they're sweating, and they're just like, oh my gosh, that's the worst thing I've ever had.
Yeah. No, I'm not interested in the pepper thing. That'll actually probably like run through me pretty badly. Eating something I don't like and trying to keep that down is probably more entertaining on film than it would be me trying to, a pepper. Just, I know what that is. I'm not interested in that. I've dabbled with some of that over time. I'm not really big into. I love some heat, but I don't want that kind of heat. That's like, it's yellow or green. I'm like, no thanks. Like, I know what's in there. So, well, listen, Netter, thank you so much for doing the Padawannabe challenge, folks. Listen, I don't know. It's a quirky, fun thing that we're doing. We're nerds. What do you want from us? So we're having a good time. Listen, check out our channel. There's all the stuff there for you. Make sure you connect with this lady. It's awesome. Thank you so much for being with me.
Thanks. Bye, guys.